Have you ever laid in bed trying to drift off when a strange sound jolts you awake? Tonight we're going to lean into that feeling. I have 3 chilling stories for you, perfect for a dark and quiet room. So turn down the lights, get comfortable, and let your imagination do the rest. Our first story is about that unsettling feeling of not being alone. Imagine you're finally home after a long, exhausting day. The house is silent, a welcome change from the noise of the outside world. You go through your evening routine, brushing your teeth, changing into your pajamas, checking that all the doors are locked. Everything feels normal, secure. You climb into bed, the cool sheets a welcome relief. You close your eyes, ready for sleep to take over. But then you hear it. A soft, rhythmic sound. Tap, tap, tap. Your eyes snap open. You hold your breath, listening. It's coming from inside your bedroom. You scan the dark room, your heart starting to beat a little faster. The sound comes again. Tap, tap, tap. It's faint, but it's definitely there, and it's coming from your closet. You tell yourself it's just the house settling, or the wind, or your imagination playing tricks on you. You've lived here for years, and you know every creak and groan of this old house. This sound is different. It's methodical, deliberate. Tap, 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 like a fingernail, lightly drumming on wood. You try to ignore it, pulling the covers up to your chin. But the sound is persistent. It seems to get a little louder, a little more confident with each tap. You're frozen in bed, your eyes locked on the closet door, slightly ajar, a dark sliver of blackness in the moonlit room. You remember closing it before you got into bed? You're sure of it. So why is it open now? The tapping stops. The sudden silence is somehow worse. You lie there, straining your ears, every nerve on high alert. Minutes stretch into what feels like hours. You're just about to convince yourself it was nothing when you hear a new sound. A low, slow creak. The sound of the closet door opening. Let's move on to our second story. It's about how some beautiful things can hide very ugly secrets. A young woman named Chloe was an avid collector of antiques. She loved the history, the stories that old objects seemed to hold. One sunny Saturday, she stumbled upon a small, dusty antique shop she'd never seen before. Tucked away in a back corner, leaning against a pile of old books, was a mirror. It was magnificent. The frame was ornate, carved from a dark, heavy wood, with intricate designs of vines and leaves. The glass was slightly fogged with age, but it had a certain allure. The shopkeeper, a frail old man with cloudy eyes, told her it was a real find, a piece from a very old estate. He gave her a surprisingly good price, and Chloe was thrilled. She took it home, cleaned it carefully, and hung it in her bedroom right across from her bed. It looked perfect. That night, as she was getting ready for bed, she glanced at her reflection. For a split second, she thought she saw something standing behind her in the mirror's reflection. A tall, shadowy figure. She whipped around, her heart leaping into her throat. Nothing. The room was empty. Shaking her head, she blamed it on a trick of the light, the old glass, her tired mind. She went to sleep, trying to forget about it. The next night it happened again. This time, as she looked into the mirror, the shadowy figure was clearer. It looked like a person, but its features were distorted, blurred, and it seemed closer. Again, she turned to find her room empty. A cold knot of fear began to form in her stomach. Over the next few days, things got worse. Every time she looked in the mirror, the figure was there. It never moved. It just stood there, watching her from within the glass. Chloe started avoiding the mirror, throwing a sheet over it during the day. But at night, she'd find the sheet on the floor. She started having nightmares, dreams of being trapped inside the mirror while the shadow person stood in her room, living her life. She grew pale and withdrawn. Her friends noticed the change in her, the dark circles under her eyes. One evening, determined to get rid of it, she tried to take the mirror down from the wall, but it wouldn't budge. It felt as if it were fused to the wall itself. In a fit of panic, she grabbed a heavy candlestick and swung it at the glass. The moment it shattered, an icy wind blasted through the room, and the lights went out. When they flickered back on, Chloe was gone. The mirror frame was still on the wall, but the glass was now perfectly smooth, completely restored. If you looked closely into its depths, you could see a new, faint figure standing in the background. A terrified young woman, trapped and silent, standing just behind your own reflection. For our final story tonight, we're going to talk about something that's almost always with us: Our phone. Imagine you're asleep, deep in a dreamless slumber. Suddenly, you're pulled from it by a familiar sound. The buzz of your phone on the nightstand. You groggily reach for it, squinting at the bright screen in the dark. It's 3:15 a.m. You have a notification. New photo added to your camera roll. That's strange. You haven't taken any photos. Maybe it's a system glitch, or a cloud sync from an old device. Still, your curiosity gets the better of you. You unlock your phone and open your photo gallery. Your blood runs cold. The newest photo, time-stamped just a minute ago, is a picture of you. You sleeping in your bed. The photo is dark, grainy, taken from the foot of your bed. The angle is low, as if someone was crouching on the floor. You can see your face, peaceful in sleep, illuminated only by the faint glow of your alarm clock. Your first thought is a prank, a roommate, a partner, but you live alone. Your doors are locked, your windows are secure. You checked them before you went to bed? Your heart is now pounding against your ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the otherwise silent room. Who took this photo? How did they get in? And the most terrifying question of all, are they still here? You slowly, cautiously sit up in bed. Your eyes dart around the shadows of your room, the closet door, the space under your bed, the dark corner by the window. Every shadow seems to morph, to take on a human-like form. You hold your breath, listening for any sound. Creak of the floorboards, a soft breath, anything. There is only silence. Thick, heavy silence that feels more threatening than any noise. You want to scream to run, but you're paralyzed by fear. Your gaze falls back to your phone, still clutched in your trembling hand. As you stare at the screen, it buzzes again. Another notification. This time it's not a photo, it's a text message. It's from an unknown number. You hesitate for a second, then open it. The message contains only 3 words. I see you. You look up from your phone, your eyes scanning the darkness of your room one more time. And this time, from the deepest shadow in the corner, you see it. The faint red glow of a camera's recording light blinking slowly, silently. I hope those stories have settled you in for a night of interesting dreams. Remember, they're just stories. Or are they? Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed these tales, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more chills. Sleep tight.